Hello out there and welcome back to the second video of my CamOneInfinity. Today you're going to see some modifications I've done to the accessories and of course some snippets of the test shots. So the first piece is a bit of a mystery. I'm still not sure if it is a helmet mount or a wrist mount, so I'm gonna show you what I did with it. First thing, very easy and quite obvious, you have to put this foam pad on the inside of it so it does not slither around or anything. But then the real thing starts. The problem was I was not sure if it was for a wrist mount or a helmet, so I tried different things and figured the best out for me. The problem is that it is never or nowhere really explained how to use it properly. So like that was my first try, which you see now, and yeah, it wasn't really satisfying what I got out of it. So the biggest issue I had with it is that there's just a lot of the strap is lost with these two clips. So in the end you have a very short, or just a very short strap to it, so only possible, as I said, for mounting it around a wrist or something similar. So I came up with a different idea. We're just going to use one of the clips, and then we'll need a sewing machine or something to really finish it. So I couldn't finish it till now because I didn't get close to any sewing machines, but I will show you it as soon as I have finished it. So the first part would just to be sew the strap to the first clip, and then attach it to the mounting plate, and then go through the clip so you can adjust the length of it. And the second part then is just to sew the other end of the strap to the second mounting point at the bracket, and then just sew it down there. And then so that's the way you can get the maximum length out of it with just one clip. So the next thing is the pipe mount. Looks very solid, but there was one thing, this piece of rubber, because like I was so sure first time I'm gonna use that one I will lose it, so I thought I'm going to tape it to the two parts of the pipe mount. So we're going to need a pair of scissors, a knife, and some double-sided tape. So first you have to unscrew it and take it all apart so you can measure the length for it, and then you just measure the length for each side of the part and cut two pieces of rubber for it. And make sure you got the length about right, so it's not too big, so if you have a small pipe it still will fit quite tight. Next thing is you have to measure two pieces of tape, double-sided tape, so you can then just tape it to the brackets. And while mounting it, just make sure you place it in the very middle, and you got tape all the way up to the top. And then I first tried to cut it, but like it was not really possible, so I decided just to wrap it around the edge and leave it like it is, and it actually worked quite well, so I'm gonna leave it like it is. Then when you're done with the first half, then accordingly just do the second half of it, and then you're finished with it. So when we will screw it back together, you will see that you won't be possible to like close it fully, because there is a bit of tape and rubber which sticks out a bit, and but that's no problem, because you can't mount that small pipes anyway. So what you all probably have waited for is coming now, the test footage. So I just took it outside and mounted it on my bicycle on the handle. So I think it looks quite good first on the first look. Like this is raw, I didn't edit it at all. Was what you first can see is now while I'm cycling directly towards the sun, there is some lens flare going on in the middle of the image. You can see this purple reddish dots, but like it's not huge, and I'm really actually cycling directly against towards the sun, so not too bad in my opinion. But what then occurs to be like a little issue is when I'm now cycling closer to the houses and the sun is just like over them, I think it is a bit underexposed, especially like on the very right or very left side, and like the saturation is not overwhelming. I think it looks all a bit flat, a bit grayish kind of. Further on now, what you can see is that the adjustment of the exposure is, I think it's quite well. Like you can see, it's really burned out on the middle, but when you get out, it changes very quickly, so you don't like lose any like real view while you're changing the lighting conditions. And yes, then there is the sound, which I think is, it is like an action cam. It's noisy, and well, my bike is a bit squeaky, that's another problem. But like, if you really want to capture sound, do it with your own microphone and not with the built-in thing. Hey there, and welcome on the end card of today's episode. You have just seen the second part of my CamOneInfinity review. I'm going to use this cam now on some upcoming projects, and later on there will be an episode with the conclusions and experiences I have made with this cam while using it. If you have any suggestions or critics, just leave a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next episode. Coming up is a review of the Case Logic professional camera bag, which I'm using at the moment. See you soon.